And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. And the Bears will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kansas offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor! The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll try it over the left side. Shakes off the defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. Nice move, creates some space. The expressway is wide open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it, threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. They're trying to get to him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Steps away. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do.
And that pass is intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It is perfect.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A first down for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wide open downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Here's the handoff. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Makes his connection. Can anyone catch him? He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Bears have pushed it inside the 20. They'll try the run. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's Lacey. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pulls it in. It's Barco. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Bears will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch called for and made. First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. On target to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to go up top on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Better find the ear plugged. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying to get to him. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Bears look to keep this drive humming. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down and run. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, the ground game. And the Bears have enough for the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pass intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid...
Obviously, it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DB.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Makes the grab. It's Toner. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And now the ball is knocked free. Kicking team's got it. And they'll get him down after a...
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's back to throw on second down. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down on the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for.
Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 24 to Ole Miss. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catches it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 45 on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's open. Oh, they're not get free. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it. Quick step and go. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
On second down, wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
And he's dragged down.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Looking to throw. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Baylor! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties. no more turnovers.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Turns it on in midfield. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Pulls his way forward. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Wide out in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He makes the connection. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets home, and the quarterback is sacked. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think this is insult on top of injury. I think it's going to go against the offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. I mean, he's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man, when you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
The Bears are rolling down the field. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Using the quick game. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Lacy. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Barges ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever.